Welcome back to the Everything But the Bottle podcast. You are here with Rabbi and Master Distiller Benjamin Tarabello of Tarabello Distillery, CEO of TTBMath.com, the liquor software you need for your winery, brewery, or distillery, doing all your compliance through point of sale, federal, state, and local. Guys, today we are back at it, hitting the streets of New York and learning why it is probably the best state for you to open up your brew pub tomorrow. And I did not say to open up in New York City. Okay, Mom Donnie, you might need a drink just to survive. A brewery license in New York, it's easier to get. You have no production limit capability. You can have so many fun things. You can have tours. You can go ahead and obviously have a brew pub. You can have direct sale, cannot have direct sales to retailers. You need to go through the tied requirements, which means you go through a middleman distributor. You can do direct to consumer sales on premise, so that's not exactly tied, but it is. Brand sales, brand building, it is great. You're in New York, you have a tap room, people are coming, people are visiting the state. It's a great state for that. It's not like being out in the middle of Arkansas, okay? Product development, you got a great base. New York is very dynamic, feedback, vocal, local farmers. The state of New York offers you multiple revenue streams. And particularly if you go all in on a proper brewer's license. The proper brewer license, there's no limit again on how much beer you can produce. So it's just on how much you can sell. The downside of it is you're paying more, but again, it's not that much. It's $3,200. You have to register your brand label. Okay, no big deal. $150 or whatever. These are not what's going to be holding you up. Each brand label, $150. If you're producing that, you better be every brand label. You better be making more than $150. Now, it is a little more difficult with regulatory because you're the big boys. You have to have a record keeping. That's what TTBMath.com does. Price posting, okay? For those that don't know, in the liquor industry, you got price, what you're charging, the distributors for your product. A legitimate headache because it's just so archaic and old-fashioned. You can have regular inspections and audits by the state liquor authority, which means you're meeting a nice guy once a week or once a month. You better be nice to SLA. You're not going to win otherwise. So just keep that. Remember the tie laws. You're pretty much good to go. You're not going to be mandated to use New York corn or New York grain. So do what works out best for you. That may be down. That might be positive. It's your decision. You have limited off-premise retail. Again, that's not who you're selling to. You're massive. You're co-packing. You're all in on making it huge. You don't want to anyways be busy with that. Did you ever see most companies use a distributor except for Coca-Cola? Again, the alcohol industry is not simple when it comes to distribution. You might just want to then opt in for a farmer brewery license or something of that sort. The average individual, when he does a big license, wants to cement himself in as being the regional beer, which is great in New York because there's 29 million people in New York going down every day, thanks to Mom Donnie and Hochul, but it's still going to be 28 million by the time you open, or at least I hope. That's a big market. One region, 1 million people, get them singing your praises you could. New York beer, boom, contract. We already spoke about great market, growth-oriented craft brewery. You can have a track where people come and start learning and building. If you yourself are planning to explode bigly, my past podcast is to start off with a smaller license. I stand by that. Some might say, no, go get the right license to begin with. It's double paperwork. A, our consultancy does it at a great rate. B, it's more, you need to have more money in the bank account. They want to see proof. Okay, now your microbrewery license, you're capped on how much you can make. It's not fun. But again, it's easier to get the license. They're nicer and kinder to you. You can test the market, lower cost. A brew pub, is a high margin anyways product, great when you start up a business, same for a tap. That is what it's for, okay? It's a great license to start off with. It's not that terrible. When you break the law, you're gonna get penalties. Listen, that's your call. I'm not giving any advice on breaking the law from Mr. Moonshine. I'm just a proponent of it, okay? Small markets, locals, just go for it. There's a lot of advantages, a lot less costly. $320 to $640. You don't have to do label registration. $150 to exempt from it. You don't have to worry so much about the audits. It just, again, TTMath.com is going to do that for you, but it's not on the back of your mind. You can be successful. It's just much lower barrier of entry. They're more forgiving because they're on your team. At the end of the day, this whole liquor authority is on your team for success. And if you're honest and you're saying, look, I'm small, which you are, because that's what it says in you, the mindset of the inspector is going to be really nice for you. Just start with that. That's what I believe. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. We love love helping. We love your feedback. Make sure you get it on over. See you all tomorrow.